Hey everybody, it's your girl Chere back with another cooking demo. And so, promise you I'll do more. I probably won't cook tomorrow because I done cooked every day this week. So, starting off with my cooking spray again. Y'all know how I like my cooking spray. Easiest way for me to cook and do things the healthy way. So tonight I am doing salmon. I want some salmon tonight. So I want to do just salmon, blacken it right here on the stove. And so again, doing my cooking demo like I promised you guys I would do more of. So I'm just cutting up some onions. I already put my cooking spray in the pan. Hope everybody had a great day today. I was out there seeing patients today. Hey, Ruth, how are you? You looking forward to these now? Thank you. That's a good thing. These were by popular demand. People kept asking me. I'm like, give the people what they want, you know? Hey, Tammy Anderson Ward, how are you, dear? I'm just doing more healthy cooking demos. People have been really asking me. And so the days I'm cooking, I'm going to let you join me, you know? And I got my glass of wine. Y'all know I need my wine to unwind every day, right? So I have at least a glass every day. Especially now. So tonight I'm just cooking myself a piece of blackened salmon. So I'll just have a piece of salmon. It was a frozen piece of salmon I had. So I'm just gonna sit it in the pan. I have my onions in here already. So I like onions with mine. A lot of people don't put onions with their salmon. I'm an onion chick. I love onions because it helps to boost the immune system, even though they're better raw. But you know, we'll take them how we can get them and boost our immune systems, okay? So as far as the seasoning, everybody who's been watching me, you know I cook salt-free. Hey, how you doing, Keith Childs? Yes, the chef. I told you I can't say that, Keith. I can't say that. Tammy says she loves it. Thank you. Give me some heart. Share this out, guys. So we need to get everybody eating healthy. We need everybody boosting their immune system. So share this out. Yes, wine is good for the heart. Yes, it is. Red wine especially. But tonight I'm drinking some white. I'm drinking the rest of that Riesling that I didn't drink yesterday. Onions are so yummy, aren't they? I love them. So anyway, so my pans are on. I'm doing something different today that I've never tried before. So they had these sweet potato chunks in the store, y'all. Ooh. So I have my other pan right here heating up because I'm going to do something with those. I'm going to make myself some mock candy yams without sugar. So I don't use sugar. I use stevia in the raw. So this is what I use. So I'm going to use some stevia in the raw to sweeten them, along with some nutmeg, some ground cinnamon. So that's what I'm going to use to season the sweet potatoes, to make the potatoes a little sweeter. As far as seasoning my salmon, y'all know I love my spicy garlic. So I'll put a little spicy garlic on here to get it going. I love this spicy garlic, y'all. And garlic is another thing that's good for your immune system as well. I love to put some thyme, some good old-fashioned Caribbean traditions thyme on my salmon. It gives it some extra flavor that I love. Makes it taste a little different, not just your old typical salmon that you just, I put it in the pan and cooked it. So I like to season it up. And I also season my onions too, y'all. I like to put some on my onions as well. Hope everybody had a good day today. Dang, now you hungry? I know that's right. Hey, Ron V, long time. Good to see you on here. Champagne Harris, Joyce, Nehemiah. Who else we got on here? Is it Thea? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, sis. I don't like jacking people's names up. Hey, Joyce, how are you? I'm a new friend to you. Oh, sure. I'm so glad. Welcome to my page. I do healthy cooking demos. Hey, Natasha Allen. We're doing healthy cooking. Tonight I'm doing a piece of salmon. I'm going to blacken some salmon. I got to hold it because I don't want my onions flying off at y'all. But I'm doing a piece of salmon just for myself. My family's eating whatever they want today. I'm not doing 2 meals for them today. And then, so I season my salmon with the spicy garlic, some good old Caribbean thyme, and then my garlic and herb seasoning salt-free. So I always cook salt-free, guys. I do not use any salt in my food, okay? So this is my seasoning right here. And I season it really good. I season my onions as well. And while I'm letting the pan heat up for the salmon and get the backside of that salmon cooked, I'm going to go ahead and do these sweet potato chunks. Yes. Sweet potato chunks, y'all. So I'm going to open those up, and I'm going to cook them right on the top of the stove. Okay, sweet potato chunks. And they should get done pretty quickly because I'm cooking them right on top of the stove here. Turn everything down a little bit. Get rid of my trash. And so I don't use sugar. I don't use regular sugar. I use stevia in the raw. And so that's what I'm going to be using to sweeten my sweeten up my sweet potatoes. So I use the packs because I drink a lot of tea, you guys. So just so those of you who don't know, you want to make sure you drink warm fluids after your meals. Avoid cold liquids after your meals. Why? Because just like oil and water, it's gonna gel up in your intestine. Okay, so you want everything going through smoothly, so you can have those regular bowel movements and making sure that everything flows nicely. So drink warm fluids or room temperature fluids after you eat. Okay, no ice cold drinks or anything like that after you eat. Again, tonight's dinner for me is a piece of salmon. When I blacken it on top of the stove with some onions. Gotta have those onions for my natural antibiotic source. What else we got on here? Hey, Champagne, how are you? Tammy said, you go, girl. I did live cooking demos for 10. Did you? Oh, wow. You freaking love it. Oh, good. Pretty name to see it. That is a pretty name, isn't it? So anyway, so I got my salmon cooking here. Hope you guys can see that. The salmon's cooking with the onions there. The onions give it flavor. And then in this pot, I have my sweet potato chunks, which I just found in the store, and I was super excited. So I'm using cinnamon. I'm using some stevia, because, stevia has no calories, guys. No calories whatsoever. It's less than 1 gram of sugar per packet. So I'm not getting a lot of sugar. I haven't had any, I think I had 1 tablespoon of ice cream today. I wanted some sweets a little bit, so I just took 1 tablespoon and ate a little bit of vanilla ice cream, and that was all the sugar I had today. Sometimes you just got to get it out of your system, and it's okay. So we always trying to deprive ourselves, but sometimes it's okay not to deprive yourself. If you want it, go ahead and treat yourself. It's okay to have a cheat day. It's okay to consume a little bit at a time, So just don't overdo it. Don't go overboard. I didn't need a half a gallon. I just ate 1 tablespoon, and that was it. And it was done. Now that's some self-control. Yeah, that's self-control. I just, sometimes you just need the taste in your mouth. Okay, I'm going to put some nutmeg in my potatoes. So anybody who knows me knows that around the holidays, I get a lot of requests for sweet potato pies. Sweet potato pies is my thing, y'all. I make a mean sweet potato pie. I normally make anywhere between 12 to 18 pies during the holidays, and people come over and fight for them, especially my boys. My sons, they always think they're going to be getting 2 and 3 and 4 pies. And I tell them, you're not getting it. So now I'm going to add some cinnamon to the sweet potato chunks. So it's almost like doing some candy yams, but you're stir frying them on the stove, okay? So again, no sugar, no salt in my meal at all. We got salmon. I'm cooking the salmon. Show it to you again for those that are just jumping on. I'm blackening a piece of salmon with some onions on this one. And in this pan, we got my sweet potato chunks that I'm stir frying here, and I'm making them like makeshift candy yams. So I'm just stirring those around, and I may have to put a little bit of I can't believe it's not butter in there because I don't want them to burn, and they take a little bit longer to cook, and that's okay. Just everything in moderation. That's my whole thing. Everything in moderation. So no salt cooking. I don't cook it all with salt. I use my garlic and herb, salt-free seasoning for my salmon with some spicy garlic and some good old-fashioned Caribbean thyme, and that's my seasoning. That's all I'm going to put on my salmon. Oh, and a little bit of lemon juice when it gets a little crispier. I do splash some lemon on top of it. Hey, Cheryl Wood, my twin powers on here. Sherry Montgomery. Cheryl said, what did you season your salmon with? Yes, Cheryl, I like Mrs. Dash too, but I use Perfect Pinch. It's salt-free garlic and herb. This stuff is really good. And then, again, the spicy garlic. I do use spicy garlic. And I use some good old-fashioned thyme. Hey, Marnie Griffin, how are you? Why no salt? Because salt causes fluid retention. I'm trying to be skinty, chick. You gotta, look, salt is no good. Number one, it's not good for the waistline, and it's not good for your health. It's not good for your blood pressure. So I don't want hypertension. Hey, Sharon Addison, thank you so much, sis, for that blessing of that $20 towards me for working on the front lines. You were such a blessing. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that blessing. Who else we got on here? We got, Tammy said, when you make that, I want to see that demo. Les Brown's always talking about that. Hey, Jackie Birch. Yum, sweet potato pie. There's Cheryl. Hey, Larry White. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Harriet. I'm sure it was sugar-free ice cream. Laugh out loud. Oh, my God. My sister is tearing me up, y'all. I did 1 tablespoon ice cream, but it was not sugar-free. It was vanilla. So it was boring, but it was good. It got the taste in my mouth just enough for me to get that sweet sensation out of my mind. Yeah, and it definitely took some self-control. We got Sherry, we got Jackie, Cheryl, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Cheryl said, yum. Sharon said, hey. Hey, Marsha. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Marnie. Harriet. Go, Chef Cherie. That's right, Hunty. You're going to be seeing me cooking more often because I got a request from my followers. They say, listen, you keep posting all these good meals, but we want to know how to cook them. So, ask and you shall receive. So I'm going to turn my salmon over. And I like my salmon to get crispy on top. I'm going to show it to you real quick, and I'm going to splash it with some, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll lift the pan up. I'll lift it up a little later like I do all my meals. But I'm going to splash it with a little lemon now. Ooh, sizzle, baby, sizzle. So I like to put a little lemon on there. Helps to just keep it moist. And I just have my heat on medium, nothing real high, so my salmon cooks all the way through nicely. And I'm telling you guys, it is so delicious just by putting none. Where do you get the spicy garlic? You get the spicy garlic any of your grocery stores. Giant has it. Just go in your season aisle. It doesn't have to be this exact brand that I use. You can use any brand, spicy garlic, or you can get garlic and get some cayenne pepper and mix, and you can sprinkle it on there yourself. Just be careful because it's hot. Your mouth is watering, Sharon. I know that's right. It looks good, right? So I'm gonna check on my potatoes. So they look good, don't they, guys? Look. That's my sweet potato cubes, no sugar. I'm using stevia in the raw just to make them a little sweeter. Because, you know, sweet potatoes are already sweet anyway. And I'm using some ground nutmeg. And I'm using my cinnamon. So that's what I'm using for that. Let me grab another spatula. Give me a second, guys. All right, I'm back. I had to get my spatula so I don't want my potatoes tasting fishy. So I couldn't use the same one. But these look delicious. And if you have some vanilla, you can always put a little vanilla in these as well. I don't think I have any vanilla today, so I can't put vanilla in there because I think I'm out of it from the last sweet potato pies that Cheryl Wood came and ate. Marnie said yes. Laugh out loud, the crispy lemon scent. Yes, honey, yes. Hey, Danielle, how are you? Jackie said yummy. I love you guys. I love the engagement. Thank you so much for requesting this. Multiple people have come to me. I'm putting a little bit of, I'm putting a scoop of I can't believe it's not butter in the pan. I can't believe it's not butter. 1 tablespoon is what I just put. That's 60 calories. It's a waste of 60 calories, but I really haven't eaten today, so it's all right. But it's no carbs in this. No carbs at all. And very little sodium. So if I'm going to use some butter or something, I'm going to use, I can't believe it's not butter. And I just put 1 tablespoon there. I'll show that to you. I'm so used to cooking that I'm used to putting it in there without having to measure it out. But there's 1 tablespoon right there. Just to give it, again, that's going to give it some more flavor. It's going to keep my potatoes from sticking to the pan. Nothing like some burnt potatoes. We don't want burnt potatoes. We want something nice and juicy and yummy. And I'll show you the difference that it made in the potatoes that quick, just with that 1 tablespoon. And then you can kind of just let the potatoes just simmer on low. But look at that. They look so good. Look at that. Ooh, guys, that looks yummy, doesn't it? Look at that. They look all moist. So you got like almost like a candy yam without the sugar. And it's quicker I'm going to put a top on it and let it just cook slowly here. Turn my heat down for that. And I'm going to check on this salmon and flip my salmon over here. Who else we got on here? Loretta Black. Hey, lady. Yes, vanilla. Yeah, I'm out of vanilla, but normally I would sprinkle some vanilla in there, auntie. That would be so good. My salmon's looking good. Let me show you guys the salmon again. See the piece of salmon in there. Put some onion. Make sure you're doing things to boost your immune system. Another thing I normally do with my salmon is I'll sprinkle it with a little bit of turmeric on top. We talked about that yesterday because turmeric is also good. Ground turmeric. Here you go. It's good for your immune system as well. So I sprinkle it on there a little bit. Sometimes I put it on the back side so it doesn't become overwhelming. And again, some lemon. Just to want to keep it moist. Don't want my pan drying out. So I hope you guys had a good day. How was your day? Anything in particular you guys want to ask me? Anything you want me to cook on some of my demos that you've been wondering how to mix it in with your, with your dinner or your meals? Go ahead and ask me now. Now's the time while I'm waiting for these potatoes to get done, honey. And a good thing you can do with your cubed potatoes, your cubed sweet potatoes, is you can replace, you can put that in chili. Did you ever know that? You can put the sweet potato cubes, you can put them in chili. Instead of meat, you can replace it and make it a vegan chili, a vegetarian chili. Just by putting sweet potatoes in there instead. Sweet potatoes are good for you. All right, this salmon is about done, guys. It looks really good. So I'm going to let it just sit here for a minute on the heat. Hey there, Cheryl. Hey, Deborah Bynum. Love you, sis. Miss you. Harriet said, if we could only learn how to share those meals virtually. Looks delicious. Yes, yes. Now you have to suit up and go to the market. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Cheryl, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. Another quick meal. Somebody tell me how much time I've been on here. Because basically my meal is done again. So I like to do quick meals that are 10 to 15 minutes. How long have I been on this live? Can somebody just type it in the feed for me? Tell me how long this video has been going. I like to keep a track of how long everything is. For anybody who's just tuning in, thank you, Loretta. For anybody who's just tuning in, I'm doing my blackened salmon with onions, right on the stove. Easy peasy. For my seasoning, I just used some spicy garlic. I told you I love that stuff, y'all. I use my garlic and herbs, salt-free season, 17 to 18 minutes. Awesome. Okay. And then my thyme, I put that on it. That's all I use. And then I splash it with lemon just to keep the pan moist and give it some lemon crusting. So it's really good. And then, see how that has its own water. It steams, so you don't need to add water to it. Keep your vegetables and stuff in their own environment. And they cook nicely on their own. You don't need to add a bunch of water. When you add a bunch of water to your vegetables and all that, you start to deplete the nutrients that's in them. So we don't want to deplete anything. So let me show you how these are turning out. Stovetop candy yams, sugar-free candy yams. All I used was stevia. I'll show you all my ingredients again. No shade, no shame in my game. Hey, Brian Harris. So I used some ground cinnamon. I used some ground nutmeg, and I used some stevia in the raw. That's all I use for the sweet potatoes, and they look yummy, and they are done. I mean, so dinner, like, literally I try to keep meals between 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just talking to you now, but the meal is already done. So a quick 10, 15 minute meal. My salmon is done. I'll show you that in a sec. That's the salmon with the onions. Blackened salmon, lemon crusted blackened salmon with some onions, okay? So dinner is served. Hey, Diane Brown, how are you? Who else we got? Larry White said, nice. You can pull the salmon now. It will carry over. You can pull the salmon now. It will carry over. Cook and stay moist. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's definitely moist. It's already off. It's just sitting here staying warm. Definitely. I eat so much salmon, I should be a guru for cooking salmon. I eat so much salmon. Who else we got on here? Hey, Tajala, how are you? Hey, Shelby. Good to see you on here. I've been trying to get with you, Shelby. We need to collaborate and do some health stuff, honey. Because I see what you're doing. I love it. Hey, Raven. Well, I hope everybody... Hey, Key Leaks, you're watching. You just missed the meal. I'm going to turn it around so you can see. What we cooked tonight was blackened lemon-crusted salmon with some onions. Just a piece for me because that's what I'm eating tonight. And I did some sweet potato cubes with no sugar. So it has cinnamon, nutmeg, some stevia in the raw. And that's it. So it's in there. Shelby, yeah, you're a raw vegan. Yeah, Shelby does all kind of raw dishes and things like that. I'm pescatarian. I'm not ready for that vegan life yet. Not completely. I still need a little bit. I love my shrimp. I love my seafood, y'all. So dinner's ready. Dinner's served. That's it. And sometimes what I'll do with my salmon is after I'm done cooking it, I'll just brush it with a little bit of barbecue sauce or something like that, just to give me some different flavors. Or I'll use some Thai sauce. Sometimes I put it over top of salad. I do all kind of stuff, y'all. I be experimenting like I don't know what in the kitchen, but that looks yummy, doesn't it? That's sweet potato cubes and no sugar. It's just stevia in the raw. And I use nutmeg and ground cinnamon. And that's it. And I used I did use a tablespoon of I can't believe it's not butter, because my pan was getting a little dry. And I don't like to add water to my fruits and my vegetables and stuff like that. I like them to stay in their natural state so I can get all the nutrients out of them that I can. Hey, if you guys are available later on tonight at 9 o'clock and you are a business owner, make sure you jump on Facebook or Zoom. If you look at my Facebook page, we're going to do a virtual networking around the world. Virtual networking around the world. That means you get to network with folks that you don't know. People that's not in the DMV. People not in your zip code. People just from all over. So we're going to have a virtual networking party tonight on Zoom. I just put the flyer up like a couple minutes ago. So hopefully you guys can join. We're going to blow the internet up with that one, because that's going to be really, really nice. Just meeting people. I know we have some people already signed up from California that's going to be on there. So listen, now is the time to get to know people that you don't know. Network like you've never networked before, because there is still opportunities out there. People still are spending money. Corporations are still looking for speakers and wellness gurus. Hey, Natasha Mayo, what's up, girl? How are you? Hey, Jean McBride, Catherine Newsom, Sandy Mallory. Hey, Sandy Mallory, long time. Hey, cousin Tanya, how are you? Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Let me go and show you the meal one more time for everybody who just tuned in. I did a stovetop blackened salmon with onions, and I put some lemon to give it a lemon crusting. Let me flip it over again because I got it on the back side now. All right, hold on. Let's flip it over here. And so I did a blackened salmon with some onions. Again, all I use, no salt. I use my spicy garlic, my Caribbean Traditions thyme leaves, my garlic and herb salt-free seasoning, and some lemon. And then in this pan here, I have just some sauteed sweet potatoes. So I did kind of like a stovetop candy yam. So, but no sugar. No sugar at all. I use stevia in the raw. That's 0-calorie sweetener. That's what I use. And I use cinnamon, nutmeg, and I use a tablespoon of, I can't believe it's not butter. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Catherine. You said it looks good. I'm looking forward to the sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes, and I normally make sweet potato pies, but I'm trying to stay away from the pies, y'all. I'm trying to stay away from the pies. Ruth said it looks so good. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. You've been rocking with me every day. I've been doing the cooking. This is session 3, guys. So I've been doing this 3 sessions. It just started this week. I've just been inviting everybody in the kitchen with me to learn how to cook healthy. Hey, Erica. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Just showing some healthy ways to prepare your meals with no salt, no sugar. This is sweet potato cubes. It's like a makeshift candy yam on the stove, so I didn't have to bake it. The meal was done in about 15 minutes. I'm going to say 15 minutes because I was talking and jiving around, but if you're focused and you're not doing a presentation, you could do this meal in about 15 minutes, okay? And then we got blackened salmon with onions. And then I may do some broccoli. I may just I may throw some broccoli somewhere, y'all, you know, to get some green vegetables up in there. But I do have some salad mixed in there. I may just do some salad. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm going to be eating healthy. And so when I come in the house, I just come, I relax, I put my music on, I get my wine. Hey, Teresa Bowick, how are you up there, upstate? Hope everything's going well with you. She said, yummy. Hey, Toy Johnson, we just finished our meal. Make sure you rewind this, share this with somebody who's on a health and wellness journey. As many of you know, I started a little bit before the summer. So it's almost a year already. I can't believe it. But I've released 40 pounds so far. So nobody told me I was getting fat, y'all. Nobody told me I was fat. Nobody told me. You know, my husband did say you're getting kind of chunky, but I ain't paying him no attention because, you know, I be like, he just hating. You know, men always tell you that when they want to make you mad. So I was like, I ain't listening to him. But then I saw pictures of myself and I was like, oh, he wasn't lying. I was fat. I was getting fat, y'all. So I was like, no, you have got to do something. You have to take your own health into your own hands. So now I don't care what they eat. They can make whatever choices they want. I'm eating healthy. I am going to cook my food at home. I don't want fast food. The hubby came in here with a couple Chick-fil-A French fries a couple minutes ago. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I grabbed a couple of them things and they were so good because I hadn't had any in so long. I was like, oh my God, I haven't had potatoes like this in so long. So I did grab a couple of those, but I could afford it because I intermittent fast and I really haven't eaten today. I ate a little bit of my leftovers from yesterday's dinner. So I had a little bit of Brussels sprouts and shrimp left over from last night, but it was very minute amount. So I ate that for my to break my fast. But yeah, I grabbed a couple of his French fries up out of there from Chick-fil-A. I was like, oh, they so good. Hey Jill, how are you? Hope all is well. I hope everybody had a good day today. Don't forget, don't stress. Stress directly affects your immune system. It makes you more predisposed to illnesses, okay? We don't want you predisposed. We want you eating healthy. We want you well. We want you taking deep breaths. Do some creative visualization exercises. What that is you're going to mentally check out, mentally clock out from whatever is worrying you, stressing you, making you anxious. What that means is you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take a couple deep breaths in through your nose, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out of your mouth. When you're doing that, you watch the rise and the fall of your body, and it helps you to relax. When you're taking in those extra breaths, what it's doing is it's giving you more oxygen to your brain, which is going to help you to have more clarity. It's going to help you to have more focus. It's going to help you to work through whatever you're anxious or you're stressed out about. So now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to stress out. We have to be smart. We have to think about what the next move is going to be. Don't use this time to be Netflix and chilling, as Cheryl Wood said. We need this time to now diversify our skill set. Diversify your skill set. Get online, take some courses, y'all. I'm going to be making an announcement real soon about some things I did while I was here, other than cooking. So real soon, but I don't want to announce it too quickly. I want to make sure all my ducks are in a row first before I present it, because I want to make sure it's straight. I don't like putting stuff out there until it's right. Hey, Dr. Karen Hills, Pruden, thanks for tuning in. Teresa said it is rough up here for nurses. Yes, it's rough here for nurses. They did not tell me I was fat either. They didn't tell you you was fat either, sis. Your mirror sends you a telegram. You're back on track. Online nursing school is good. I kind of put it on a halt because I can't take my final exam for the last class I took. I just took an A&P 1 and 2 together, and I can't take the final exam. And I'm not a person that likes to keep piling stuff on. I want to take care of one class at a time. So right now, it's stopping until we get out of this mess we in. But yes, you are on the front line too, sis. And it's rough up here for us too, you know, mask and everything. But I had some generous blessings from some people I don't even know who actually made me some masks. I received over 30 masks yesterday in the mail from people I don't even know. So God is good. I am very grateful. Dr. Karen said she's going to start changing your diet. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good thing. That's my goal, just to help somebody change their diet up. I'm going to show you guys again for whoever's just jumping on. Gino Jones, thanks for tuning in. Michael Brown, thank you for tuning in. I do healthy cooking demos. This is my third one. We just started this week. It was by popular demand. People kept asking me, listen, hey, you keep cooking, you keep showing us this food. Show us how to cook it so that we can be healthy and nutritious as well. So I'm going to start with, here's the sweet potatoes. This is sweet potatoes on the stove top, but sugar-free. So these are sweet potato cubes. with some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and some stevia in the raw. So that's 0-calorie sweetener. So you can do the healthy options. Everything in moderation. Remember that. So if you want to use regular sugar, that's fine. If you want to use brown sugar, that's fine. But remember, why waste those calories when you could be wasting them on something really good and worth it? And then we have our blackened salmon with no salt. Again, spicy garlic and herb. It's a little blurry. Sorry, guys. Some lemon juice. Whoops. And good old-fashioned thyme leaves. And that's all you need to season your foods. You do not need salt. You don't need sugar. So look at that. Makeshift candy yams, y'all, right on the stove top. This meal was done, again, in about 15 minutes. It took like 15 minutes to make this meal. So it's actually quicker than cooking some other meals with meat and everything like that. You got to make sure your meat's thoroughly done. I don't do all of that. I don't eat any meat. I intermittent fast. I do not eat from 8 p.m. to 12 noon the next day. So I normally eat around, sometimes, some days I go longer than 16 hours fasting. It just depends on what my body tells me. I listen to my body. Deborah Bynum, hey Cassandra Ferguson, good to see you, sis. Deborah Bynum says, good info, self-care is so important in your diet. Yes, nutrition is one of my 8 recharge pillars of self-care. It's necessary that you eat for the body that you want. What you put in will exhibit itself on the outside. And it normally starts with your skin. So what does your skin look like? Does your skin look healthy and nourished, or are you constantly having outbreaks? Are you having dry skin? It tells you that something is missing in your diet, okay? And everything starts in the gut. Everything starts in the gut. If you're having arthritis, you're having aches and pains, and if you're having nausea, and you're having skin outbreaks, a lot of it is your gut. What are you putting in your gut? Hey, Vanetta, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. So make sure you watch what you're ingesting, because it will exhibit itself on the outside, okay? Self-care is not just, oh, I went to get a massage. Self-care is nutrition, movement, self-advocacy, rest and relaxation, meditation, forgiveness and healing, and celebration. We got to celebrate ourselves as often as possible. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. Hey, Trinise, how are you? Again, anybody who's available tonight at 9 o'clock, we are going to have a virtual networking around the world event on the web, on Zoom. Look on my Facebook page. I can put the link in this feed once I'm done. But you come on Zoom, introduce us, tell us what you're doing to nurture your business in this global pandemic. Okay, so what are you doing to nurture your business in this global pandemic? Hey, Sean Tomlin, how are you? So jump on tonight at 9 o'clock. On Zoom. It's going to be a virtual networking around the world. We already have people from Virginia, Maryland, California. So come on there, jump on there, tell us about your business, what you do, what you're offering right now, how you are adjusting your business during this global pandemic and this quarantine, because you may have something else somebody else needs. And so why not network and help each other during this time? You may just be what that person needs to help propel their business to the next level, or even just support each other. You're like, oh, you know what? I like what that person said. Let me utilize their business. There's still money being made right now. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Thank you for joining. I was doing a healthy cooking demo, so I got on my soapbox about business, because tonight we're doing a virtual networking around the world. So we have people from all over, have already, said they're going to be jumping on. We're going to give as many people as possible a chance to tell about their business. So jump on there early. I'll be on there 10 minutes early. I'll be on at 8:50 prepping, and it's going to be myself and Dr. Larry White. He actually came up with the idea, and him and I are going to collaborate and do this virtual networking around the world together. So jump on there, tell us what you're doing in this crisis that the world is going through right now to nurture your business, okay? So thanks again to everybody for tuning in. For everybody to just tune in, I'm going to show you one more time the food, and then I'm getting off here so I can eat. Let's see. So this is our sweet potato cubes. We made it like, it's almost like candy yams, but with no syrup, no sugar. It has the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the stevia in the raw. Boom, there's the ingredients. And I did use a tablespoon of, I can't believe it's not butter. But to start off, I used my cooking spray. I love my cooking spray. And then I did some lemon crusted blackened salmon with onions. And all I used for that was cooking spray. Now, remember what I said yesterday about regular virgin olive oil. You don't want to pour olive oil into the pan, because olive oil, when it is heated, I'm talking about the olive oil like in the glass container that you just pour the liquid olive oil, not the olive oil cooking spray. They're made differently. You cannot use olive oil and pour it right into a pan. When it heats, it becomes toxic. That is not good for our bodies, okay? So if you're going to use some olive oil, it needs to be used in the raw form, which means that you're going to glaze it over top of a salad. You're going to pour it on top of your food after the food is done. You're not going to cook with extra virgin olive oil, and just pour it in the pan. Hey, Michelle Roberts. Hey, Sabrina Owens. Hey, Aja. How are you, sis? Good to see you on here. So I'm just doing my healthy cooking demo. Nutrition is a part of self-care. Tonight we did sweet potato squares, and we didn't use any sugar. We made them like candy yams on top of the stove, okay? So we didn't use any sugar. We used stevia, cinnamon, and some nutmeg. And then we did a lemon-crusted blackened salmon with no salt. I don't use salt. So we got your garlic and herb, your thyme, and some lemon juice just to put on there. And voila, dinner was done in 15 minutes. So that's the idea. Have quick meals, but have them be nutritious, that are going to boost your immune system. That's why we got those onions. That's why I put a little turmeric on the fish, on the back of the fish as well. Do things that's going to boost your immune system. Stop eating all this fast food. It's crap. So that crap is going to show on the outside. What you put in does show on the outside. And, we got to watch our waistlines, because if your waistline is greater than 35 inches, ladies, greater than 35 inches, you are directly predisposing yourself to heart attacks and strokes. Men, if your waist size is greater than 40 inches, you are directly predisposing yourself to heart disease and strokes. So these are things that we can control. You can't control heredity. I'm already predisposed to heart disease because my dad died at the age of 59 years old from a heart attack in his sleep on Thanksgiving Day. What that did was put some fire up under my behind and told me, you know what? Now you are directly predisposed. I don't want to die at 59, okay? That's too young. My dad died at 59 years old, guys. A heart attack in his sleep. Massive heart attack. He had things that he wanted to do that he did not get to do. My dad had never been on a cruise, y'all. That was his plan. He had a plan to go on a cruise. My dad had never, ever been on a cruise before, but that was his plan. And a lot of you, my twin sister, Cheryl Wood, and she tells the story about how she saw my dad in that body bag and how they zipped him up, and that was it. That was the end. That was it. And he had unhealthy habits. He smoked. He was a drinker. And those are things that also predisposed him. I don't smoke, but I do drink. I drink my wine. Y'all see me with my wine? Every time I'm cooking, I'm drinking my wine, but wine is healthy for the heart. But everything in moderation. But knowing your family history lets you know how to better take care of yourself. So ask some questions. If you don't know what your family history is health-wise, ask some questions. I know that in my family, breast cancer runs in my family. I know that heart disease runs in my family. I know that cancer runs in both sides of my family. So I have to be very, very diligent and vigilant about eating right, making sure that I maintain a healthy weight. And I was getting out of control with my weight. Again, like I just released 40 pounds. I still want 15 more off of me. I want to release it. I'm not losing it. I'm going to release it because I'm not going to find it again. When it's gone, y'all. So again, everybody join. I'm going to get off here so I can eat before my 9 o'clock virtual networking around the world event. So jump on. The flyer is on my wall on Facebook. I'll put the Zoom link on here as well. 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to blow up Zoom. We can get 100 people on there. So y'all better get on there early. I'll be on there 10 minutes early, 8:50. I'll jump on and be ready for you guys. But come on, tell us what you're doing in your business to nurture your business in this global pandemic. What are you doing to nurture your business? Get on here. Let's network with some other like-minded business owners. And let's see how we can support each other. Everybody's hungry right now, but there's still money out there. So don't just say, oh, ain't nobody spending no money. No, let me tell you something. I have multiple streams of income and I'm getting money from all of them right now. And it shocked me because I'm probably making more money from them now that we're in this global pandemic than what I did before. So a lot of you know I work as a nurse still. I've been a nurse for 30 years. I'm on the front lines, still doing that. Yes, that's my guaranteed money, y'all. That's the direct deposit. My sister be talking about that's the direct deposit. That direct deposit feel good. Hey, Tiara, how are you? Yeah, I will put the Zoom information in the link. Hey, Songbird Carmen. Hey, Shawan Reed, Shawnee White. Hey, everybody. I'm wrapping up, but I want you to make sure you watch the replay. We did sweet potatoes, stovetop sweet potatoes, with no sugar. And we did a lemon crusted blackened salmon with no salt. So I want you to go back and watch that, share this video out. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put the Zoom link in this feed once I stop the video. And join us tonight. Let's do some networking virtually with people all around the world. You never know what you have that someone else will need. So again, I'm a nurse, so that's one stream of income from me. I'm a Mary Kay lady. My Mary Kay sales have been booming the last day of March and the rest of this month. People have been just ordering stuff because you still need to take care of yourself, even if you're home. Your skin, don't let your skin go to the wayside. I have beauty products. I have hand products for people so their hands don't, they're drying out. So then I have my new book, my new ebook, Release the Weight Without the Weight, a quick guide to intermittent fasting and sugarless living. You can get that on my website, totalharmonyenterprises.com, totalharmonyenterprises.com. Now is not the time to Netflix and chill. Now is the time for you to diversify your skill set. Now is the time to take all that information, all that knowledge you've been sharing on Facebook, you've been sharing on your different platforms, and recycle that stuff. And make it a product that now you can sell to others and make some money during this time of urgency. Okay? So we're going to talk some more about that tonight at 9 o'clock. So I hope everybody will jump on. I will put the link on here as soon as I finish this. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I don't know if I'm cooking tomorrow or not, but if so, I'll be on there somewhere around 5:30, 6 o'clock if I decide to cook. If not, then you'll see me either over the weekend or next week cooking. But every time you'll see me on live when I'm cooking my healthy meals, I will jump on and let you guys see what I'm doing in the kitchen. Again, don't forget to breathe. This is not the time to give up. It's a time to be courageous, to be bold, and know that we're all in this fight together. You are not alone in this battle. Call and check on someone. The suicide rate is very, very high right now. The depression rate is very, very high right now. So even though we can't actually go somewhere physically to a physical building or location, what I want you to do is actually just go outside. I don't care if you walk outside for 5-10 minutes. Go on your deck, go on your porch, walk around the block, run around the block, do whatever, run up and down your steps. Get those feel-good hormones, get those endorphins released so that you do not succumb to depression, anxiety. It's a lot. I'm on the front lines too, but it's I'm happy and fortunate to still have a job, but it's stressful for me too, because every time I go in, I don't know if I'm touching a patient who has the COVID-19. So what I'm doing is acting like everybody I come in contact with has COVID-19. So I'm putting my gloves and my mask. Fortunately, I have my glasses, so I don't have to put goggles. But if I know that a person has a case of COVID-19, I am going to change. I'm going to take these off or put the goggles on top of these too, to protect myself and protect my family when I come home. Leaving my shoes at the door, aggressive hand washing. I wash my hands and then I hand sanitize, y'all. That's how real it is. So thank you guys for being on here with me. I will see you at 9 o'clock tonight. Again, I'm going to put the Zoom link in. Come on and do some virtual networking around the world with myself and Dr. Larry White, 9 p.m. tonight. And I don't know how long we're going to go. We're going to be on there until everybody gets to say what they want to say. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little marathon going, but if you are on there, you will get an opportunity. If you want the opportunity to tell about your business and what you're doing to nurture your business in this global crisis, you will get your opportunity tonight, 9 p.m. on Zoom. I'll put the link in the feed as soon as I stop this. Hey, Tanika, how are you, sis? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you play the replay because I'm wrapping up. I got to eat my dinner and then get ready for 9 o'clock. We're doing some virtual networking. Jump on there, tell everybody about your business and what you do in the fitness arena. We need you right now. So everybody's home. Maybe you can get on there and give us some ideas about what people can do at home to still stay in shape, to release those feel-good hormones, to relieve some anxiety, to keep their waistline trimmed, because a lot of people have been posting about gaining weight. That's what made me start to do the self-care through nutrition videos on here, and also people were asking me. So jump on there tonight, 9 p.m. We're doing virtual networking around the world. The flyer is already on my Facebook page, but I will put the Zoom link in this feed when I'm finished. Hi, Zakia. Thanks for coming back. We're wrapping up. Everybody have a great evening. I will see you at 9 o'clock tonight on the Zoom for virtual networking around the world with myself and Dr. Larry White. Have a good evening. Smooches.